I had a conversation with a young lady the other day, and she was explaining how she's like into astrology, and just young lady, like, there's those of you who blame everything or try to relate everything to astrology, and you miss the understanding of what's really going on. So the situation was this: it was Mercury retrograde, and she bought a house, and she didn't get the she wanted to turn the house that she purchased into a rental property, and she ended up not doing that and moving into the property as a result of Mercury retrograde revealing a friend, a person who she thought was a friend and wasn't a friend, and she had to move, right? So I said to her, I said, you're saying that it wasn't a great idea because you bought the house during Mercury retrograde, but also during Mercury retrograde, it revealed something to you about someone in your life that needed to be removed. Not only did it allow for that to happen, it allowed for you to have a safety net of a home that you owned, that you were able to move into and not have any type of issues with separating from the friendship and ending one thing and beginning something new, and the safety and the beauty of what you were able to have, and just sit down and find your own footing and find your own steps and find your own place and be on your own and like do this really adult thing. Like, it was during retrograde, but this is the beauty of what came out of it for you. So you guys have to stop looking at the negative aspects of a certain moon sign or a certain occurrence in astrology and pay attention to how it works or benefits for you, because it's not always the same for everyone. And this is the thing about wanting to do magic and not understanding magic and not understanding nature and not understanding energy and how it flows and the things that it may take away, but it also has something there for you to give you something. So like I say all the time, that everything in this life, everything in this world, everything in this universe is balanced, right? So if something is being taken away, then there is something that is going to be given, right? There's now room for something to be given. There's now room for something to be manifested. And you guys have got to pay attention to those things as well. You guys look for the, you can't do astrology and not tap into spirituality, right? You have to experience both, understand both, interconnect both for you to get a full, true understanding on what's going on in the world, right? I love astrology, you know, but I go further back than just the astrology. I go deeper than just the astrology of it. I understand that with the universe comes spirits, right? And the knowledge that I gain and the knowledge that I share and the knowledge that I get is straight up from spirits. And some of them are not human. They've never lived a human existence, and they predate humanity. They were here at the time of creation. So those are the energies that I love to connect with, and those are the energies that I get a lot of information from, as well as the ones who lived a human experience or a human existence, you know? I hate to see when people have a gift and they've never bothered to ask who these spirits are specifically that are giving them these downloads and giving them this information and giving them these visions. Sometimes it's just them tapping into a gift that they have on their own, but most times there's a spirit behind that. 92% of the time there's a spirit behind that. And in finding out specifically who that is, acknowledging them, identifying them, it makes the gift stronger. It makes the connection stronger. It allows you to step into the next level of what it is that you're supposed to be doing if you have these gifts, you know? And everybody's gift is not for public consumption. Some of it is just for you and yours. So you have got to find out whether this stuff is for public consumption or if it's just for you and yours. There are different avenues. They say all fingers on the hand are the same, meaning that there is a place and a position for each one of your fingers, for each one of you to do something that is required for the whole fist to work the right way when a punch is thrown. Analogy, hello message, right? So dig deeper. Go deeper, ask more questions, get into it. And I tell people this all the time: if you're not willing to start with your ancestors and build a bond and a relationship with your ancestors, then I don't want to talk to you. So don't even bother asking me for nothing. You know, I make you go through your ancestors first. That's how I work. I don't care what nobody else does. This is how I work. I understand the role that I've been given. I understand that my job is to make sure that the ancestors are lifted, right? That's the first energy that we working on, other than you and your Ori and yourself. Everybody else comes after that. Once they say it's a go, we clacking into the rest of them. But the ancestors are first. So if you don't have a relationship with them, I suggest you go get one before you ask me for tutelage, for knowledge, for learning underneath me, for anything underneath the sun. Your ancestors are first.